Hey guys, it's Ria here with today's message from the heart. Just thought I would do a quick little reading before I head out for my run. I already shuffled all the cards, and the card that popped out today is this one. It's a little splash of seaweed on the beach, and it's like this pinkish red little sea plant in the abstract kind of form of a heart. And the message is act now. And it says, desires aren't placed in your heart for no good reason. Act on them. Insist on them. The universe will collaborate to manifest them. It is through the heart in which God's voice speaks. And just like all of these cards, they're all a guidance to tune into our heart and what our heart is telling us. All these cards help us to align, to listen. All of them have little messages to help us tune into that energy of the heart, which is the very essence of God voice, of our higher self, of our communications in the higher frequencies. And what this card is really also encouraging us to do, like all the cards, is tune into the heart and listen. This one is specifically talking about desires in our hearts. They're not there for no reason. There's no need to doubt them. I mean, questioning and seeking and asking questions, it's good. It's all still part of the process. But trust what is in your heart, because they are placed there for a reason. And what this card is saying is, now is the time to take action. When you're presented with the ability to act upon your desires, do so. Because when you are aligning to that which is in your heart, you are in the flow of life, the very essence of God creation, of expanded creative energy. And so the universe wants to collaborate on helping you move forward with those desires, to help you manifest them, to help you experience them. And this brings up another point. I was going to do a little message the other day on the beach, and I actually recorded it, but I had my headphones on, so there was nothing but buzzing. So you saw me blah, blah, blah talking, but there was no voice. So this card just kind of brings up the point of desires. And sometimes, like, I'm accused of having so many desires, but there's nothing wrong with desires, because desires are the creative source energy nudging you forth, wanting to bring forth greater expansion. You never ever come to an end point. You never ever come to the end of the journey, because you are one with God, and God is ever expanding. There is no end, and that's what you are, creative source energy. And when you get to one desire, then you go to another one and another one and another one and another one. And it doesn't mean that you're dissatisfied, or that I'm dissatisfied in the current reality, because I'm very, very happy. But what a beautiful thing to live life with anticipation of more creation and experiencing and expanding. And that's what desires are. And I was listening to the song, as always, With or Without You by U2 when I'm running, and it says I still haven't found what I'm looking for. And I realize you never, ever, ever, ever find what you're looking for, because there's no end. It's always expanding. It's always growing. You might get to a certain stage of where you thought your desire was, but all that does is lead to more desires, because that is life. Life is ever expanding, and it's an eternal journey of experiences of the expansion of the God energy that you are. So of course it only makes sense. You're never going to find what you're looking for, and desires never end, and that's beautiful. As long as you're not looking for the desire as the end all, or the reaching that desire as the point of your happiness and your point of peace, because you should have that now, but yet live life with an openness and an anticipation and an excitement to embrace all that you can experience. And that's really, really beautiful. And this is saying, act now on that which is in your focal point right now, that which you can act on now. Act to the best that you can, following, embracing your highest passion, excitement of the moment. And that is the common denominator, is your excitement in all that comes to you. Because what that does is it raises your frequency, and that higher frequency creates a life of higher frequency and higher vibrations. Because life is simply a mirror of the energy that you are being, the energy you are feeling and experiencing. Not just energy you're thinking without feeling, but the actual energy that you are living and feeling and believing in. That is the reality before you. So when you can bring yourself, which is number one in this life, your number one priority should be to hold the highest frequency that you can in any given moment in the now, because that is the basis. That is the creator force of what you produce, what you do, what you see, what you perceive in your life. And that's the absolute utmost most beautiful thing and most important thing you can do for yourself, is put yourself in the highest vibration possible, which is acting on your excitement or following what's in your heart. And how do you know if it's in your heart? It feels right. It feels good. It brings you to a place of higher frequency and vibration. It doesn't feel horrible. You might be nervous. You might be a little anxious when you're supposed to act upon or move forward on something, but it should still feel good and alive. So that's how you know you're on the right path. So this little thing is just saying, hey, act now. And to me, the little heart, the way it has these little little spews coming out, it just shows that it's to me, it shows excitement. It shows that the heart is expansive into giving and receiving. It's moving forward in what lies within the heart. The color pink itself represents heart energy, and the deeper red in the middle represents grounding to Mother Earth, the base chakra, grounding that energy to Earth. So when you act upon that which is in your heart, you are grounding it to Mother Earth to manifest in the physical reality. So that is our message for today. Act now, and it is through the heart which God voice speaks. So trust it, be it, and live it. Thanks, guys. Have an awesome day.